Hey everyone, M1 Shadow here. Today's subject, we're going to be talking about the so-called dangerous dog breeds and some of the myths about them. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen mostly German Shepherds, but I do have occasionally a Rottweiler in there, my uncle's Rottweiler. I've experienced dog breed prejudice just about my whole life because I've always been around those types of dogs, even Pitbulls. Of course, mostly German Shepherds, but I think this video is long overdue because that's one thing that always bothered me, and that people like to attack these type of dogs and say, oh, they're vicious, this and that. There is nothing farther from the truth. Now, I'm going to be realistic. I'm not going to say that, a German Shepherd or a Pit Bull or Rottweiler is not stronger than an average dog. Yes, of course. But there's a couple things also I want to point out to let you know that a lot of what the media says about them is not true. The first subject I want to cover is the myth that certain dog breeds have a lockjaw, particularly pit bulls. People think that they have a lockjaw. Let's get that stupid rumor out of the way right now. There is no such thing as a lockjaw. Okay, it's actually physically impossible for any dog to have a lockjaw. If you see a video where there's a pit bull or maybe a shepherd or Rottweiler locked on, like I'm sure if you see those videos with a pit bull hanging on a spring pole, or a German shepherd latched onto a criminal and neither one is letting go, it's because they were trained for that. Just the same way where if you see a wolf taking down a bison or a deer, they're latched on. But there's no such thing as lockjaw, okay? Read up. I'm not even going to sit here and go into the whole physics thing. I'm not going to bore you to tears on that. But seriously, do research, and it's physically impossible for a lockjaw. That is just a stupid myth, okay? Another thing I want to touch base on is that people say that these dogs are more prone to attack. Again, total stupidity. And again, German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Pit Bulls, Dobermans, Presa Canarios, Cane Corsos, people say, oh, those dogs are prone to attack. Again, that's all myth. The problem is that we live in a society where the wrong end of the leash is blamed. If you have an irresponsible owner, then that's what the problem is. I'm going to give you a prime example of that, of where it just goes to show that a stupid owner makes a stupid dog. And yes, I did use the word stupid. I was in the vet about 2 or 3 years ago, and I had my female German Shepherd there with me. Right beside us was sitting a pit bull. Of course, everybody in the vet's office stayed away. They saw these two dangerous dogs. And the funniest thing is, though, our dogs were by far the best behaved in there. They were sitting side by side, and the pit bull and my shepherd occasionally sniffed each other, but they ignored each other. The funny thing is on the other side of the vet's office, there was a Labrador that was so out of control, the vet staff actually had to come and ask the lady to remove it. I think they actually put it in a separate room. There was no control. The owners trying to hold on to a leash, and they could not control this dog. Now, I'm not in any way trying to say anything bad about labs. Yes, they are good dogs, but just like any breed, regardless, that just goes to show that an owner who obviously didn't train the dog resulted in a bad dog. But again, the whole thing is, stop blaming the breed, all right? Don't look at a dog and say it's a pit bull, it's a German Shepherd, it's a Rottweiler, and assume it's bad. It's not. Stop taking it out on the breed. You ever hear that term? Don't punish the breed, punish the deed. Nothing could be more true. I think another problem that we have today is that the media is always telling people about the attacks. Whenever there's a pit bull attack, it's posted all over the media. You never see that when a Labrador attacks somebody. And I was just reading a story just a little bit ago about just last July. I don't know the state it was in, but there was a lady who took in a stray Labrador, and I don't know if it was the first or second day, ended up attacking. She had two little dogs and ended up attacking them. when she went to go intervene, this lab turned around and killed her. He mauled her to death. So how come you don't see that in the media? You know, that's what gets me. You don't. So people just assume that labs are these precious good dogs while other dog breeds are bad. You know, that's the problem with media misinformation. So that's why I'm doing this video, because I think it's time that people start standing up more for these dogs. There's many cases where Labradors bit somebody who came on the yard just for no reason, and they're considered the perfect breed, and they could do no wrong. And that's just pretty bad thinking. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of those stories and get some of that off my chest, and just try to educate people a little bit more about this. I want to remind those of you watching, we do have a Facebook page. It's called M1 Shadow. Please be sure to like us. And also, if this is the first time you're watching this video, please subscribe. I do other videos, dog trick videos, talk shows like this, and even food prep videos. I want to thank you all for watching as always, and you have a good one.